Well, this is pretty much a tour of three bald guys, just trying to go around, increase diversity numbers, and just trying to get bars some grants, you know what I mean? So we're just trying to help the people out here. If you're watching this right now, leave to Aaron's Pub right now. The show starts in like 20 minutes.
And how long is the show?
Usually about 90 minutes. It's going to be three of us doing about 25, 30 minutes apiece. And as you can see, we do it in the order of the transition of the beard. We go from mustache, goatee, full-fledged.
You guys are pretty diverse, though. How did you end up coming together and to put this tour together?
Well, it all started in an ESL class back in 1996.
He's not kidding.
No, we've all been doing comedy for a number of years, and I perform with these guys for the better part of the last decade, and we've all been all over the country. We've done all sorts of major festivals, and Abbas just recently did the Winnipeg Comedy Festival. He's got an episode of The Debaters. Shout out CBC, The Debaters. And Jesse over here is he has a new short film that just came out called Tales from the Mandem. And look out for that. And I just finished co-headlining a bunch of shows at Just for Laughs this past year. So yeah, we're doing things.
So tell me about your comedy. What kind of comedy do you do?
Honestly, a lot of it is just therapy for me. So it's not that this is just, this is cheaper. It's just, a lot of it is just about stories about growing up, you know what I mean? Being diverse, like being a diverse troupe in Toronto, kind of going around. A lot of it encompasses things about growing up in immigrant families, but a lot of it is things that people can relate to, relationships, struggles with parents, things of that nature, and majority of it is life experiences. Like, one of the biggest things I think I love about comedy is storytelling, and when someone can be vulnerable and just themselves on stage and find a way to unify people from different backgrounds, different sectors, and that's one of the biggest things that I love, so.
I've been doing stand-up for about 12 years now. I just recently dropped a live comedy album called Homeroom Habibi. So during the evenings I do stand-up, but during the day I'm actually an elementary school teacher. So on the album I touch up on elements of that, dealing with difficult students, because I myself was a difficult student. So trying to grapple with that a little bit, and obviously different experiences from being Egyptian, growing up in the West, and just trying to figure it all out.
I'm an immigrant. I'm originally from Sudan. I was raised in London, Ontario, and I've kind of had my hands in a lot of little careers. I was in the Naval Reserves for 6 years. I was an engineer for 3 years, and I pretty much left all those careers to pursue stand-up, and now I'm an actor as well, which I've got some credits and stuff, which I put up. I don't want to blab about them, but...
Strange New Worlds. I'm a Trekkie. So.
Yeah, so you know about that. Yeah, there you go. They did their research, too. You were waiting for that. Why don't you just open with that, Carolyn? Just open with that.
It just turns into a Nardwuar interview?
Yeah. But that episode's not out. It's season 2, episode 1, which I guess will come out next year. But I actually put out an album myself a couple months back. It's called Safe Black, which is pretty much the experience I've had in the acting industry and touching on that. And pretty much my comedy just talks about my immigrant experience, of the duality of having this back home style, living in the house, among living in a pretty average Canadian town, and what that's like, and my careers and where I'm at now, and pretty much the life of being bald, to be honest. I mean, that's a lot of it's about being bald. I'll be honest with you, Carolyn. In fact, most of it.
And is this your first time to Newfoundland?
Yes.
Yes, it
Absolutely,
is.
yeah.
Tell me about your experience so far, because you were here, you played a show here last week, and then you actually got on the highway and drove out to the West Coast. So tell us about that trip.
We hit the road. We did Gander. We did Friday. We were here at Aaron's Pub. Had an amazing show, amazing turnout, and that's why we were doing another one. Then we hit Gander, the Oasis Lounge. That was interesting. Let's just say we came from away, and we had an experience there. And then Corner Brook, which was a blast as well. And this morning we drove all the way back just to make it for this interview, which we appreciate big time. But we all did the screech, and we got our certificates. So I think that means people legally have to show up.
Yeah, yeah. 100%.
You're one of us now, yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Right.
yeah.
That's right.
So what was it like driving across? It's a long drive. It's a hard drive.
The hills were beautiful though, man. Like I think.
Luckily, we're all Uber drivers anyways, so it just,
this was.
you know what I mean? So it just, we already put the hours in.
The anger kind of came out because we're like, no one has the meter running. Like, what's going on? You know what I mean? Like, buddy, unprofessional.
What did you make of the place?
You guys are nice.
Super nice.
But there is I feel like you guys got some secrets. You know what I mean?
Like,
It's almost too nice. Like, what's going on? Why is everybody so nice? You know, what are you compensating for? You know, so.
What's going on under the
A
surface?
little
there?
bit. The houses, everybody's lawn is trimmed. Everybody's smiling. All that. I don't know what's going on here. But
Pleasantville kind of thing.
a little bit, yeah.
Suspicious. It's a little suspicious.
feels like an episode of Goosebumps. Like you walk up to someone smiling and they're just a mannequin. They're not even, you know, it's just like, you know, like we're living in the Truman Show. But
So tell us again now how people can come out and see you tonight.
Show up to Aaron's Pub, 7 p.m. If you're watching this, it's probably, 6:55?
Yeah,
So I'm sure you live 800 meters away. So get the shoes on, lace them up, and walk on over.
You guys are funny guys. I'm sure the show is going to be great tonight. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Thank you for
guys.
having us. Thank you very much. Thank you.